Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Aspiring Entrepreneur. I'm your host Hamza Chowdhury. Welcome to today's daily recap where we go over a handful of stocks that we cover on our Sunday's video. As we discussed yesterday that we expected the markets were going to come up, and that's what we got. So thank you guys for joining me today. It's March 1st, it's Monday, so what a great way to start the month and the week. Everything was green, all the indexes were up, and as we discussed last week with the pass of the stimulus, the $1.9 trillion package, it's now in the Senate's hands, and with the minimum wage increase not necessarily being part of the bill, there's a higher chance that this will get passed. Obviously the markets love it, so I hope you guys are having a solid day and a solid so far kickoff to your week. And with that said, guys, let's just jump right into it. And so the first stock we cover is Apple, and I mentioned yesterday's video, right? Like the key level for us is the go heavy level, which we found support at 127.50. And so as we were sort of making this recovery today, that was the key level for me, was can we get to 127.50 and can we hold it? And as you can see, as the recording of this video, we're about 20 minutes before market close, we're trading right above 127, and you can see that we've held that level now for about half an hour, almost about an hour now. And so that 127.50 is a key level. If we close above it, again, I expect that, this is a key support line. Doesn't mean that we can't retest some of these pivots here that we had earlier in the session, like this one over here at 126, but as long as we close above 127.50, then that validates the support. As long as we close above it tomorrow, same thing. Okay, so again, for some of you guys who are dip buying Apple, what a steal here. We had definitely a double bottom, here at 121, and it was just a great play, a recovery play now with the stimulus, which is what the market really needed. And so, going into tomorrow, as long as we close above 127.50, I can see a retest here at this level, consolidation level 126. And like I said, we can see our way back to 130. So we're going to start getting back to our 50-day, which is around 131, 132. Okay. So hopefully you guys got that. I personally didn't trade Apple. Tesla, same thing, guys. What's our key level for this? If you watch the channel, it's our 695. And first thing in the morning, we broke right through it. Look at this volume coming in. We essentially had, 1 hour of just strong volume in Tesla, and we held above it. And we've been holding above 695, so we've revalidated the support down here, which is great. And so same thing, I expect us to get back up here, up in the 730s, 740s this week, and hopefully we get back into our 50-day. This is what we were really looking for, was the 775 test up to the 20-day. We're still bearish. You can see our momentum is flattening out, and now we're slightly above oversold on our RSI. Okay, so as the momentum flattens out, we can start to see some positive momentum, and I guarantee you in this flush of essentially almost $200 from the high of 900, we got a lot of people out of Tesla. Okay, so hopefully we got a lot of new money in. We know that a lot of the big money came in, bought up shares as well, especially on a discount. Again, if you weren't a Tesla buyer up here in the 900s, maybe you were a buyer in the 700s or even the 650s. So plenty of buying opportunity for Tesla to get in, and you can see that, great opportunity. And hopefully as long as we can validate and stay above 695, I can definitely continue to see some bullish momentum. And like I said, I'd really like to see what we can do through the 50-day. Okay, so that's the play for Tesla. Again, just added some shares on the flushes, but I haven't really traded that either. Palantir, we mentioned we're just bag holding some of these stocks, and so really what we're looking for is to wait for this market to kind of catch up and regain some of its losses. And so with Palantir, I feel like it's the weakest stock that we cover. And so out of all the stocks that we cover, I feel like Palantir has been the weakest stock because it really hasn't gone anywhere. It's up 3-4% today. It had a upwards of like 26, but it really, what we want to see, similar to Tesla at 695 or Apple at 127.50, we want to see our heavy level of 27.50 get tested like it did this past Wednesday. Okay, so it completely failed, and you can see that even with the fast moving RSI, the simple moving average, we're still trading sideways. Okay, so it doesn't really show a lot of bullish momentum, and it is holding the key level here, down in the 23-24 area, and we've had a bounce off of that, but it's just trading sideways, and that's very boring considering how much value we've lost in the stock. I would expect on a day like this, going up 10-15%, that we should get up to the 27.50s, which, like I said, was our previous go heavy level. Okay, so again, it wasn't that long ago that we traded that low, but we got down here, guys, to the 22s, which was an incredible buying opportunity. I know people that were definitely buying shares down here, and you know, you can sell them back up to the rip to 27.50, which I believe we'll definitely get to this week as Palantir, you know, sort of recovers. And you can keep in mind too that the negative momentum, again, same thing, it's going to start flattening out, and you can see on the RSI that we're hitting levels that we've never hit before, you know, which is right above the oversold. Okay, so with that said, guys, the new stock I want to do cover with you guys, I've been watching the stock the last few days, and I wanted to start covering it today. I've been watching this stock probably right back here, Clov. It's been beaten down, and here's a 50-day average, and it's been just trading way below it. And so I've been kind of keeping an eye on it. Today is the earnings, and so the same thing. You can see that, you know, the momentum's flattening out. And, you know, trading on earnings when you're already making new lows, it's more like what's your risk. And so what your risk is for today, the earnings happen to be right after the market. You know, it's the low here is 916. Okay, so this thing can flush potentially to 916. But guys, this is a stock that was trading up here, up at like $17-18, you know, back in January. Okay, and it was up in, even at the end of January, as high as 17. So here's a stock that's already been beaten down. And yes, it can definitely come down and retest the lows, but I expect it to be fine. So I actually ended up selling puts, which has been a solid play down here at $10. And then also for Friday expiration. And then I also bought some shares down here at 981, and I did sell some when we're ripping higher. And we're up to, you know, 15. We're up at 11%, but we were up as high as like 15-16% today, guys. So today was the perfect day to get involved, and it was my first trade in Clov, and which is why I wanted to add it to the channel for this week and for what we can watch. Okay, so you can see the SMA line obviously is clearly upwards. You can see we traded above it up until just recently on the last half an hour. We do have earnings, so expect that we could possibly test the lows down here. But like I said, I don't mind if it ends up closing below 10 on Friday. I don't think it will, but if it does, like I said, I don't mind holding on, because you're getting essentially a stock that was up here, and then they had some news, and you know, we know that there's always politics and people have general interest, short sellers have interest, but I think the stock's going to be fine considering, you know, it's been trading above, from back here above $10. Okay, so the $10 has been a key level for the stock pretty much from the start. So with that said, guys, I wanted to make this quick video. Hopefully, you know, you were able to again have a solid day. If you did enjoy this video, please do hit the like button. We are a 100% free content channel. As always, guys, I appreciate your support. And if you have any questions or comments, do post them below. And again, I'm really glad we had this green day. We definitely needed it. And with that said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care.